Tonight on Police 10-7.
Police bear the brunt of Alan's drunken rampage.
I'll fucking hold that shit to fucking DID, nigga.
Really?
DID, nigga.
Really?
And Chris lays down his own law.
Under the present circumstances, do you consent to the taking of a specimen of blood?
And I've told you, yes, I do. In the presence of a lawyer of my choosing.
Right.
Also tonight, a barside brawl catches Hamilton police in the line of fire.
Down!
And Auckland police encounter a silver-tongued devil.
Who's pressuring you to commit crimes? Is it somebody else? Satan is.
In Auckland, an urgent call for help has just come in, and Constables Jeff Gibson and Ben Lee are racing to the scene.
We're on our way to Celtic service station in Fanshawe Street. We've got a report of a male who's attacked a staff member and is now proceeding to ruin most of the shop with or without a weapon. We're not sure, but we'll find out when we get there.
About 25 years old, wearing a black jacket. He's got no weapons, he picked up inside Celtic.
When Jeff and Ben arrive, other officers already have the angry offender Alan restrained.
You're fucking
What's your name?
Bro, what the fuck you
What's
wanna
your
do?
name?
You wanna fuck with me? I'll fuck
No,
you
mate. Just calm down, alright?
I was trying to calm
You just
down.
calm down. You come outside.
We start gangster, we start.
While Alan's attacks are only verbal assaults for now, they're nothing compared to what he's been up to and what he's got in store for the police.
Shush.
Stick him in the back of the car, mate. Yes? Yep.
Me taxi, nigga, I'll fuck you up. You fuck me out, I'll fuck you up.
Oh, where is that one?
Turn off, nigga. The fuck, nigga. Turn off.
Come here.
Fuck you, turn off, nigga. I'll fuck you up.
Shut up. You got anything in your pockets? You got anything in your
Fuck you,
pocket?
nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck me, I'll fuck you up. You and your fucking nigga. What the fuck you gonna do, nigga? I'll fuck you and your boy up.
You have a go at me, mate, and you'll be sorry,
Yo,
okay?
fuck come there, nigga. Come! Fucking brown nigga, I don't even fucking fuck. Fuck you and your fucking boy, nigga.
Listen, we've had enough already, alright?
Yo, fuck you. Fuck you and your mum, nigga. I'll fuck your mum, tissy pussy.
After a search for weapons turns up nothing, police try getting Alan into their car.
Turn off, motherfucker.
We'll take it, mate.
Fucking turn off, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Listen,
You just calm down, alright? Unlock.
Nigga.
But Alan has no need for weapons and makes use of the one tool he has left at his disposal.
Really?
DID, nigga.
Really? Hey.
Turn off, nigga. What the fuck, nigga?
yeah, you step back, mate, step back.
Damn Carly, nigga. Damn Carly. Nigga, nigga. Turn off, nigga. Turn off.
First blood nose I've ever had that's gone crack. Oh, there's bloody tissue, mate.
With Alan now safely restrained, police can begin piecing together the night's events. And it appears Ben isn't the only one to have borne the brunt of Alan's assaults.
There was a guy aged like around 20s, 25, and he was throwing all the papers down from his wallet. I went to him and I was trying to help him, but he punched me on my face. I came back from him and he was at the back of me to hit me again. He hit me again and my glasses fell down. Meanwhile, the other customer came in between and he was stopping that guy, but the guy was hitting that customer also.
With indisputable security footage and Ben's first-hand experience, Alan is about to face a raft of charges. And although he's now secured in a police cell, it's too little too late for Ben, who's still feeling the sting of Alan's strike.
I have a very sore nose, as I'm sure you saw he headbutted me. I think it's rather swollen, actually. We got him back to the cells without any further drama. He's been charged with disorderly behaviour, assault ×2 and resisting police.
In court, Alan was convicted and discharged on disorderly behaviour and resisting police. He was convicted on charges of common assault and assaulting police, was ordered to pay $100 in reparation and warned not to re-offend within 6 months or his sentence will be reviewed. It's a damp Thursday night in Rotorua, and Constables Courtney Brunt and Stu Rodway are out doing licence checks when they come across a white van being driven erratically.
G'day, boss. Just doing a licence check today. Do you have a driver's licence on you? You don't have a licence? Okay, you're disqualified, are you? No. You been drinking all this evening? Okay.
The driver's calling himself Chris, but he's also claiming this is his van, and records show it's registered to somebody else.
Are they your real details? Is that your real name?
Sorry?
Is that your real name?
Brother, please.
Yeah? Yep, just as long as you're telling me the truth, mate.
Fine.
Okay, have you an ID on you at all?
Sorry, mate.
Okay. Well, just jump out of the car, I'll get you to do a breath test for me.
With no ID, but an admission he's been drinking, the question of who Chris really is will have to wait until later.
Okay, Chris, now require you to undergo a roadside breath screening test without delay. So fully inflate the bag using one continuous breath, thanks. Chris, see how the crystals have turned green? Okay. Yep, they turn green up to and beyond the yellow line. Okay, that indicates to me that your breath alcohol limit exceeds the legal limit of 400 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath. Okay, so I now require you to accompany me to the Rotorua police station or any other such place for purposes of an evidential breath test, blood test or both, okay?
But back at Rotorua Station, Chris's interpretation of his right to a lawyer becomes a major problem.
You want to speak to a lawyer, do you? Who's your lawyer, mate? No, well, you have to tell me who it is and the phone number. Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. Mate, my choice, privacy, you shit boy.
Yeah. Who is the lawyer
No.
and what is the phone number?
No, I'll make the phone call.
You're not making a phone call, Chris.
Oh,
okay?
mate.
Well, give me the opportunity
What
to
are you
speak
gonna
to
do?
a lawyer.
Put me in a cell.
Here is our Rotorua lawyers
No,
list.
mate, I'm telling you.
Okay,
It's your Rotorua's lawyers, not mine.
that's fine.
The rules say that an officer will contact the lawyer and then let you speak with them in private. Police need to know that the person on the other end of the phone is who it's supposed to be.
Okay, once again, Christopher, I now require to undergo an evidential breath test without delay.
But Chris is not interested in the rules, and after he refuses repeated requests to cooperate, Courtney Brunt moves on to the next stage in the process.
Do you consent to the taking of a specimen of blood?
Yes, in the presence of a lawyer. Of my choosing.
Right. You advise that if you refuse to permit a specimen of
I
blood to
haven't
be taken,
refused. I haven't
you
refused.
can be charged with an offence for which you are liable on conviction to
Well, I have
imprisonment
not refused, mate.
for a term not exceeding 3 months or to a fine not exceeding $4,500.
I don't give a shit about
And
this
unless
stuff,
the
mate.
court
While stalemate's been reached in the testing room, Constable Stu Rodway's been trying unsuccessfully to find out who Chris really is.
Use any other names? That's what your true name is. Sorry? That's what your true name is.
There's no record of him anywhere.
So, in the present circumstances, without your lawyer here, you're refusing to supply the specimen of blood. Is that right?
No, I didn't refuse.
No.
In the presence of my lawyer, I will give a blood test, I will give a breath alcohol test in the presence of my lawyer.
Wow. Okay, well, we're wasting time. Okay, I've told
So
you.
you're wasting time, mate.
I've told you what's
All
going
I
to
do is
happen.
walk up there, make a phone call inside 5 minutes, it'll happen. You're wasting time, not me.
Eventually, Courtney realises there's no choice. He has to make an arrest.
Well, you're under arrest for refusing blood. Okay. You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer without delay in private, and the right to refrain from making a
Yeah,
statement.
in private, mate.
Do you understand those?
No,
those
you
rights?
understand it.
You understand?
In private, I can make a phone call to a lawyer. In private.
That's not
I'll give you the
right.
option to ring me one.
As Chris heads for a night in the cells, the mystery of his identity is solved. The duty sergeant recognises him immediately from a previous encounter.
You got... Dealt with you before, eh?
When Robert finally went to court, he was convicted of driving while disqualified and failing to complete an evidential alcohol test. He was disqualified from driving indefinitely, ordered to undergo drug and alcohol counselling, and sentenced to 1 year's supervision and 200 hours community work.
Alexander Street.
In the early hours of Saturday morning, Hamilton Constables Simon Han and Craig Taylor are preparing themselves for a busy shift.
3 o'clock's the real time when most of these pubs all close at the same time, so everyone gets spilled out into the roads. That seems to be the main time that disorder and assaults and problems basically happen. So just keeping a high profile is a very important task for us.
But for many drunks, alcohol blinds them to police presence, and it's not long before tempers flare outside Fat Belly's bar. And when the first punch is thrown right in front of the police car, Simon and Craig are straight into action. Although it looks like Bevan started the fight, he's bleeding heavily from the head and says he's been bottled by a guy inside the bar.
Look, stop what he just said to me, you cunt! In your pocket.
And when police bring his opponent Chris outside, Bevan has a go at evening the score.
Hey, down!
Get him on the ground, guys.
Hey, bro, it's not his fault, eh? I'm down now. Stop. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, I swear.
Oh, Riley, yeah, fine. What should do, mate? Yeah, we just got to get him out. We just got to get him out here, right?
He's fucked up, he's drunk.
Stay there, man.
Despite his aggressive behaviour, Bevan's adamant Chris started it all. And when witnesses come forward, it seems his claims may have some credibility.
Doesn't matter. I don't deny it, but of course you do.
The guy that spilled all the blood on his face, he wasn't in the wrong. He got
yeah, I know. It's that guy there. That guy there did it, eh?
Yeah, it's that guy there.
Yeah. We just got to get him. No, we've got to get him out of here, eh? So
my cousin, I'll take him home.
No. We're taking him with us because he needs to see the ambulance. Okay? So we need to go after him and we get a statement from him. A fight's broken out just outside the centre here. A gentleman's come out of the bar and he's had a bottle thrown at him. He's quite badly injured. He's got a nasty gash on top of his head. So we're going to take him straight down to the hospital. And we've got the other parties, the witnesses, going to come down and make some statements. And we've got the offender with us at the moment, so he's coming down to the watch house and he'll be arrested for assault.
With Bevan on his way to hospital and Chris headed for the cells, Simon and Craig are back on patrol. And before long, they find themselves at the scene of an attempted theft.
And what was he trying to do, sorry?
Oh, well, this car was just into this car.
Yeah.
And, he hopped into the car.
Where were you parked, just there? Or
No.
You're actually in Washwater?
Yeah, and he just comes over, hops in the car, tries to bloody steal it.
Which one is he?
Oh, he's in the cash machine thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to chat to him now.
Yeah.
But the chat might be easier said than done, as the suspect Robert is suffering the effects of a night out drinking.
Oh, it looks like such a bar. Hey, man. How are you? Good night? Yeah, we've had a busy one, eh? Those guys over there were saying you try to get in their car. What are you trying to get in their car for?
I didn't try and get in the car at all.
You didn't get in the car?
Nope.
Oh, okay. They said you did. Did you want to lift home or anything like that? Or?
I'd love a lift.
Did you want to lift home with those guys?
I think so.
So what are you doing hanging around here?
I don't know what to say. It's a weird question.
Well, it's 3, it's not.
It's hard for me to...
It's 5 o'clock in the morning at Washwater.
Exactly, so it's hard for me to try and figure out why am I hanging around, because I'm not usually hanging around.
So where are your friends?
Where are they?
Yeah, where are they that you live with?
Here, normally. Nah, hey, I swear to God, I don't hang around Tarpa Strait on a Saturday night at whatever time it is.
But tonight Robert is hanging around a car wash at 5 o'clock in the morning, and while he's too drunk to explain why, the car's owner Cameron isn't having the same problem.
Came up and he started to try to get into my car, so told him not to, and he ended up pushing me, shoving me, trying to get me out of the way. And he finally got in my car and tried to drive away, yes, mainly it really.
Did you push any of the guys?
Sorry.
No.
Statements from other witnesses back Cameron's claim, and until he can prove otherwise, Robert's won a free ride to the police station.
Yes, just as I said, you're aware we've received a complaint about your behaviour across the road there?
Yeah.
And for that reason, you're under arrest for disorderly behaviour. Okay, because you're under arrest, you have tonight. That's it. You guys are trying to make a statement? You told me to talk to the lawyer about the
But Robert's misfortune doesn't end there, as a quick search of his pockets turns up some property he picked up when he was in Cameron's car.
When I arrested our suspect here, he had 2 phones on him, and from the conversation I've had with our complainant, it appears that one of those phones, if it's his. Does that look familiar? That's my phone.
With the phone returned to its rightful owner, Robert is taken back to the station for processing, and as his hangover kicks in, he attempts to make sense of his predicament.
If I get charged with this shit, mate, I'm not going to be fucking happy, eh?
Well, you have been charged with it. You're going to be charged with it.
I'm not going to get fucking charged with this. Because, like I said, I was at the 21st. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So all that stuff is, like, Hamilton's on camera a lot, eh? So they'll be able to see us getting into the car, eh? You said you weren't in that car, though, for these guys. You said you didn't get into the car, though, to us. You told us that you didn't get into the car. Oh, I was in the car, wasn't I? I don't know. You tell me. We weren't there. Where did you guys pick me up? At Wash World, standing outside the cash machine. Okay, I was inside this guy's car. You were inside his car? Yes, sir. I admit that, okay? I admit this sort of stuff because I'm a little bit scared to say stuff because I'm getting charged with 2 things here that I haven't done, okay? Right. But I'm not too scared to say anything because I know that I didn't steal anybody's car, okay? Alright, well, listen, we'll just have a chat to the lawyer. Fucking get from the lawyer.
In court, Robert faced his fears and pleaded not guilty. He was convicted of unlawful taking and theft and sentenced to 60 hours community work. In Auckland, Constable Ben Lee has just caught up with a man seen attempting to break into cars, and as he nears the suspect, he recognises a familiar face.
How are you, mate? Calm down, mate, calm down, right? Come over here. Stand by this fence for me. Right? You put that paint down. Put the paint down. How much have you had today? What else have you got in your pockets? Look at me. What else have you got in your pockets? Whereabouts did you get the paint?
I bought it.
You bought it? Is that the receipt for it?
Yes, warehouse.
Is it?
Balmoral.
That's the receipt for a banana.
Yes, Penny's receipt.
Have you been trying to open cars?
No.
No? Oh, I've got somebody telling me that you have been trying to open up car doors.
Break into cars?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any keys. I have a driver's license.
You have a driver's license?
But I don't have a car, no.
Okay. Are you trying to steal one of these cars?
No, I like the Jeep.
You like the Jeep?
Yes. If anything goes wrong, go to the Jeep. And then the box.
Right. And did you try and steal the Jeep? Or did you try and break into it?
No.
Okay.
Norris may have managed one intelligible word, but Ben's partner Jeff has tracked down the informant who says otherwise.
He came down through the train station coming back to our car, and he was milling around here and was coming up to all the cars and trying all the doors and trying all the locks.
All of these cars down here?
Most of them, yeah. So he was right sort of at our car as we turned up.
Did he try your car?
Yeah, he had just before we turned up.
Which car doors were you trying to open?
No, I wasn't trying to open car doors.
You weren't trying to open car doors?
No.
Right. And how do you spell your last name?
Not of your concern.
None of my concern? No. Okay.
Cake.
Sorry?
Cake.
Cake?
You like cake?
Is Cake your last name?
No, I can't help you.
You can't help me?
No.
Okay.
But if Norris wants to avoid being arrested, he'll have to help someone. And when Jeff returns, he's given a final chance to cooperate.
There's fresh silver paint all the way down the footpath. You've been touching cars tonight?
Is there paint on the cars?
Yes, just one car.
Just one car? Well, my informant says that you've been touching at least 3 cars. You don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to.
No, I was just walking past to say, have a look at the car.
Yep. Have a look in the car or have a look at the car?
Yeah.
Here's a really easy question for you. Why did you want to look into the cars?
Under too much pressure.
Who is?
I was under too much pressure.
You were under pressure?
Yes.
To do what? Or for what reason?
To commit crime.
You're under pressure to commit crime?
I was, yes.
Just now or yesterday?
Now and yesterday.
Yep. Who's pressuring you to commit crimes? Is it that's pressuring or somebody
Satan.
else? Satan is?
Yes.
Okay.
Jesus forgave us.
Did he?
Yes.
Okay.
But unfortunately for Norris, the law is not so forgiving, and his inability to cooperate leaves Ben with no other choice.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. We're going to arrest you, that's what's going to happen, for unlawful interference with a motor vehicle. Okay? So because you're under arrest, you have some rights. You have the right to consult and instruct a lawyer in private and without delay.
After spending time at the station, Norris eventually sobered up. He was released with a warning and allowed to return home. Next week on Police 10-7, Jason turns on the charm after clashing with police.
Okay, mate. You're really fucking up. You're really fucking up. You're really fucking up.
And Greg begins to beg when he's caught with a deadly weapon.
Drop it. Drop it.
No, just put it on the floor.
I'm a good guy, eh? I'm not like a killer or something.
And emotions run high when an eviction turns sour.
You get up out of arrested, he's a solo fam with 2 fucking kids. No, my dad's a
Tonight on Police 10-7, Jason turns on the charm after clashing with police.
Oh, don't do this again, right, arsehole? Okay, mate. You're really fucking up. You're really fucking up. You're really fucking up.
And Greg begins to beg when caught with a deadly weapon.
Drop it. Drop it.
No, just put it on the floor.
I'm a good guy, eh? I'm not like a killer or something.
Also tonight, emotions run high when an eviction turns sour.
You get up out of arrested, he's a solo fam with 2 fucking kids. No, my dad's a big guy.
Possible 1K driver that's had a parked BMW. Roger that.
It's a typical Friday night in Auckland as Constables Emma Moore and Sasha Nair are called to their first drunk driving incident of the evening.
Basically, there's been a car accident on the corner of Ponsonby Road and Franklin Road, clear left, and the driver's become very aggressive, and they're not too sure what sort of injuries or what sort of damage there's been. It's the next one on your right after these, just up here by the lights here.
At the scene, no one is hurt, and the driver, Jason, is adamant he hasn't crashed his car, despite statements from several witnesses and a dented BMW.
Oh, I suppose it hit a BMW, right?
That's correct.
Is that BMW hit?
That's correct.
Does that look like it's been hit?
With Jason struggling to string together a sentence, Constable Nair attempts to gauge just how intoxicated he is with a roadside breath test.
Say your name and take it easy, okay? Say your name and say that. Keep saying so. Say that again.
But Jason fails to complete the test, and when he's read his rights, he reacts.
Sir, you've been placed under arrest.
I want to call my solicitor right now.
You can call your solicitor when you're back at the station or when it's time that's practical.
Right now.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, don't do this again, right, arsehole? Hey, okay, mate. You're really fucking up. You're really fucking up.
Sessions arrested him for refusing to comply with the police officer's request.
You have not read my rights, and I have
he's quite adamant he wants to contact his solicitor, which we will do when we get back to the station.
As soon as practicable. Do you understand your rights?
No, I do not understand until I get into the fucking house where I can actually get my hands free to call my solicitor. And you have not read the rights, and you're legally incorrect.
And back at Central, Jason still denies he's been given his rights.
Do you talk to your lawyer now, Bruce?
Point is,
Bruce, do you talk to your lawyer now? Do you understand this?
Don't play silly.
Just right, refusing to sign if he needs to.
I'm telling you right now, you're being stupid, right?
Sir, he's given you the opportunity to call your lawyer. If you wish to speak to your lawyer, you answer the question yes.
He's being very silly.
Sir, he's giving you your rights as he's required to do so. If you wish to speak to your lawyer, you say yes.
Finally, he agrees he's been read his rights. Session attempts to contact his solicitor, but the news that comes back isn't what Jason wants to hear.
You tried contacting your lawyer, it's not picking up the phone. Do you talk to one of our lawyers?
No.
Do you talk to one of our lawyers now?
No, not one of your fucking lawyers. I'm telling you, you've done shit.
Sir, you've been given 2 opportunities. We've contacted your legal excuse me, sir, listen. We've contacted your legal representative and we've offered you a duty solicitor from the police representative. Okay, you've declined the latter and the first was unavailable, so now you continue with procedure.
That I have not been able to speak to my representative, right?
And I require you to undergo evidential break.
I'm telling you, you're fucking...
Are you going to go into this?
I've got thrown in a court before.
Listen to what he's saying to you.
It's fine. Okay, here we go. Stop going.
So far, Jason has had no trouble maintaining a steady stream of abuse.
And stop blowing. You're not blowing. You're not blowing. It's going to make a sound once you start blowing.
But now he's required to undergo a breath test. He's run out of wind.
Blow into it. You're not blowing. You're not blowing. Yeah, that's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Blow into it. Keep going, keep going. You have to stop again.
So you need to make that sound for approximately 10 to 15 seconds.
Are you going to do this or not?
Oh, I'm doing it.
Not blowing. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You have to stop again.
And it's no surprise when 30 minutes later, Jason's fruitless puffing fails to produce results.
You're not blowing.
Where your fucking thing's leaking, right?
Keep blowing, keep blowing. No, you're not blowing. It's not good enough.
Meaning Session's only other option is to offer Jason a blood test.
No. Are you going to give us your blood? No. If you refuse to give blood, you will be canine. You will be arrested. Okay?
But I wasn't driving. You never arrested me driving.
Okay, Bruce, if you refuse...
I was not driving.
You have the right to refrain from making a statement. You would be given this right as
Good, I want the phone.
Understand your rights. Get up, you're going to...
Eventually, Session has had enough, and Jason has once again read his rights as he's processed and escorted to the cells. In court, Jason was convicted on 4 charges, fined $850 and disqualified from driving for 6 months.
I wasn't driving.
You know, I'm getting a 38 miles carrying quite a large knife.
Palmerston North Constables Daniel McInnes and Dean Christensen are responding to reports of a man wielding a weapon, and as they arrive, find the suspect still loitering at the scene.
Comms PMI1, we're just off with too much in our description. You got any weapons on you?
Yeah, I've got a knife. Put it down there.
Yeah. Why would
Slowly.
you?
Drop it. Drop
Put it on the. No, just put it on the floor.
Just over there.
Yep.
Over there.
Over here.
Can you tell the taxi to go away then?
What's with a knife? Just stand against the wall over here.
Fuck man, I tried to put it in the line.
Listen to me. What's with the knife? What's with the knife?
I just got it. Whoa. Hello, put your hands out, put your hands out. I'm a good guy, eh? I'm not like a killer or something.
Turn and face the wall.
Despite Greg's claims, police can't take chances when dealing with weapons. And though he says he's a good guy, it's certainly not reflected in his behaviour.
Yeah. You got anything else on you?
No.
So what's the knife for? Lean against the wall. What's with the... No, what's with the knife? You don't find knives like that on the roadside, do you?
I just fucking did.
Listen, you don't swear to me, okay? Right, as it stands now, yeah?
Found it.
Listen to me, you're under arrest for possession of an offensive weapon, okay? You have the right to refrain from making a statement, yeah? You have the right to instruct and consult a lawyer without delaying in private. Do you understand these rights? Excuse me, I'm talking to you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Nothing's happened, so I don't need to get in trouble. I don't
Possession of an offensive weapon, you're in a public place and you're carrying a knife at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah? Possession of an... You see it?
No, she's my cousin.
Yeah? Got your fingerprints on it, it's just come out of your pocket.
Of course it's got my fingerprints on it, I just gave it to you.
Exactly, so you've had possession of it, it's been in your control.
What do you think I'm going to kill someone with that knife?
Well, why would you carry it?
I just found it down there, eh?
No, that's not what she just told us.
What do you mean she told you?
Just listen to me and get in the back of the car.
Fuck, I'm a bad guy.
Well, not many good guys walk around with a knife in their pocket, put it that way.
Even though he's caught red-handed, Greg maintains his innocence all the way to the station, but it's a futile effort as there's no disputing the facts.
This is the weapon which we found on the person. He seems to think that it's not a big deal, the fact that he's got that on him, and doesn't believe that he's doing anything wrong in carrying this. The situation we found him in wasn't a confrontational one, but he had been drinking all day, and if he got involved in a fight with anybody on the street, I'm sure the knife would have been pulled. No, listen, no, look, you'll be bailed, so it's all right, so you'll be going home.
Keep focusing.
By cooperating with police, Greg will be allowed home once he's been processed. But in his newfound complacency, he begins making a series of bad decisions.
Sorry? You don't have any respect for it?
Not for this.
I don't have no respect for people carrying knives.
Fucking drama.
Here.
What will I have on me? Fucking guns or something?
Well, you won't have a knife anymore, will you? Because we took that off.
I gave that to you. You didn't take it off me. I gave it to you. Fuck. I don't even want that. I don't care.
You're going to get bailed.
You don't want to sign us? You don't. Okay, you're themselves.
Fuck's sake. Is there any way I can get away from this without getting a criminal fucking conviction? Am I fucked?
There's your chances. Let's go.
I need to be out before 6. I've got work. Ring my boss, please.
After a sobering night in the cells, Greg emerged in a much more docile state, and to his relief was later granted diversion. It's 11 o'clock on Saturday night, and West Auckland constables Michael Laws and Jeff Taylor are on their way to an incident in Te Atatu. It's the second time police have been called to this address. Earlier in the evening, Wayne smashed up his neighbour Ethan's car after an ongoing dispute that's escalated tonight. Police arrested Wayne, but now his daughter Rachel and her boyfriend Charlie have taken it upon themselves to avenge her father's arrest. And as police arrive, Ethan thinks he's spotted Charlie.
That's the boyfriend. Going to the informant. Get them. How's about the problem? Both of them.
But it isn't Charlie. It's his girlfriend Rachel and her little brother.
You let your boyfriend, you told your boyfriend to come here.
Who? No, he came over on his own accord, not because of me.
Good.
What about you? You get our father arrested. He's a solo father of 2 fucking kids. No, my dad's a big
He's a rat because he damaged my car.
Yeah, it's all right. Come over with me, eh? Come over here.
My dad's a solo father. He's got asthma. That guy tried to run him over.
I don't know the story, so do you want to start from the start?
I've lived downstairs for the last couple of months.
Yeah?
Yeah, down at the bottom of their house. And so, had a talk to me before, and a couple of months ago, we had some trouble with an old neighbour saying I stolen from her because we had the same top and her top went missing. Brought that up. And so I told Dad about it, and him and Dad had words, and then started on him, and then got in his car, and Dad went over to talk to him, and then shone his light and went speeding towards Dad. So Dad hit his car, and then they're saying that broke the window and everything, but he didn't. My boyfriend, he wasn't even here until later on.
Rachel had been boarding with the complainant Ethan and his family in the house next to her father's, and she'd been asked to leave that night.
When was she asked to leave?
She was asked to leave about, we got back from the rugby game about 8 o'clock. She was asked to leave.
Asked to leave?
Asked to leave. She pays $80 a week.
Yeah.
She's been here for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I said, stay for 2 more weeks, and you don't have to pay us any more rent.
Yeah.
But we would like you to leave because I feel uncomfortable with you staying here.
When I've gone back over tonight, I've passed on a message that she's not to come back here tonight, and that she's allowed to come and get her property in the morning from here, but she's not to come over here tonight.
And she did.
And she said, yeah, that's fine.
But she did, though.
I know she did, but I'm just saying it's not to sign.
Ethan's concern is understandable. He'd only just recovered from Wayne's attack on his car when Charlie's attack started.
So you're inside and heard laughing?
voices giggling, and let's go, something like, get out of here, let's go, or, you know, they must have saw me, I'm guessing they must have saw me open the blinds, because they kind of rushed off, you know, oh, let's go, come on. But the boyfriend stayed and wanted to talk to me. He said, I just want to talk, mate. But I knew he didn't want to talk because, you know.
Did you jump over the fence, go next door?
No, I didn't.
Well, who did then?
I think.
You think?
I think.
Well, according to next door, he reckons he saw 3 people over there. And then
3 people? No. I can't jump that fence. Since I crying because Dad got arrested, I was up here telling people to stop it.
To your boyfriend to stop it?
Yeah. Either he jumped the fence or he walked through the gate, I'm not sure. But I wasn't over there. I don't want to be there.
As Rachel's story twists and turns, the police helicopter joins the hunt for Charlie. And officers on the scene are still trying to sort out exactly what happened.
So, when the dad smashed up your car, what did he smash?
Okay, I'll show you what he did real quick. The dents here.
Yeah.
All right. And here.
Yeah.
All this. The wing mirror.
Yeah.
And he just kind of scuffed up the door.
Yeah.
But you can see all the rocks. The boyfriend's done this.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
That, and all the damage to the house.
Okay. Did you see him do it, or you heard him do it?
I didn't see him do this. I saw him through the front window. He was trying to get into the house at me.
Yeah.
Saying he just wanted to talk, and then I saw him throw the pop plant. Well, I didn't see him. He was outside.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, a pop plant went through our front windscreen. You want to see that?
Yeah.
The damages left Ethan feeling less than generous towards Rachel.
She's not coming to get her stuff tomorrow. It was in arranged with the father being arrested, that the daughter was going to come first thing in the morning and take her stuff, right? She's not coming now. I'm not going to let her on my property now. Because of that, I'll hold on to this until I get paid.
Can't do that.
Well, how does it work? She can still come up.
Well, no. She can have her stuff, obviously.
She can't come onto my property and get it, right?
No, I'm trying to explain it. Oh, okay. Because otherwise, if the stuff stays here, then there's going to be ongoing problems regardless, eh? Okay.
Well, she's not staying here anymore. She's moved
Yeah,
out.
I know that, but her stuff is here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's always going to be a bone of contention that her stuff is here and you have it.
Rachel did get her belongings the next day, and police caught up with her boyfriend Charlie, who was granted diversion on a charge of willful damage. Rachel's father was ordered to pay $200 in reparation to Ethan, and his charge of willful damage was withdrawn.
Sierra Uniform 1042, SU 1042.
Auckland constables Greg Fallon and Julia Robson are chasing a driver who's been causing trouble on the northern motorway, and he's now being followed through the city by a witness who's keeping up a running commentary to the police communications centre.
White Toyota Corolla hatch, 86 model.
Sorry to be a pain, but what's it done?
It was at the intersection of Venture and Halsey, occupant were abusing other drivers, seemed to swerve into other vehicles to try and hit them, and now being followed and has gone through red light.
Comes okay, we're 3-2 with it now on Fanshawe Street, opposite the...
With flashing lights filling his mirrors, the driver pulls over. And by the time police get him out of the car, he's got a long and involved story to tell about a road rage incident in Tor Bay.
Just go stand on the grass over there. We've had some complaints about your driving. What's the story?
Oh no, this dude was trying to start a fight for a bottle of my car. So I followed him and scared him.
How do you mean scared him?
No, I was just trying to scare him because he threw a bottle of my car.
So how'd you scare him?
Just like I was driving in front of him and I was slowing down because he was throwing bottles and stuff at my car. And he was just trying to start a fight. He's going, pull over. I'll snap your head in him for no reason.
But the mysterious attackers are nowhere to be seen, and the guy who reported Dylan's driving can't remember seeing anybody at all.
Okay. This guy reckons that the guy from Commodore threw a bottle at him. Did you see that? No. And hanging out the window with a pot?
No, not at all. This guy was in the right-hand turning lane over here.
Yeah.
And then he started getting further and used to the guys.
Before you say anything more, have a good think about your story because we've got an independent witness there.
Yeah.
And what he's told us is not marrying up with what you've told us. So you take a minute to think about your story and think about the truth, and that's all we're interested in, all right?
Yeah, that's the truth.
You think about it for a minute and think if there's anything else you want to change.
No, I've already told the truth. There's nothing I want to change. That's all that happened, mate. I got chased.
Got any details from you too?
Yeah.
QP in.
That is the truth, man.
Where have you been?
I've been at my friend's in Tall Bay, Tempo Place, because he's on home detention. He can't go out, so...
Then why are you in the town?
Because what happened was I was at Food Town, and I started getting chased by these dudes that I know.
Why would you come all the way in here from Tall Bay?
Because that was the closest ramp, and that's the fastest I can go on.
Dylan had been doing quite well up until now, but with 20 kilometres of motorway and 6 off-ramps between Torbay and the city, it's obvious to everybody that his story's beginning to fall apart.
Why were they chasing you?
Because they've chased my friend before. My friend's got beef with them, like trouble and shit.
Who are they?
I don't know their names. My mate's got trouble with them, but they know that car right
Come
there.
on, you must know their name then.
I don't know their name. My friend knows them, Michael. Because that is the truth what happened. I was getting chased. What do you expect me to do? Pull over and get the bash? Or try and step 3 big dudes out of holes in it? What do you want me to do?
Nobody could say that Dylan wasn't a trier, but it wasn't long before he got the question he'd been hoping to avoid.
When was the last time you had a drink?
I've had a drink today. I've had 2 beers, and that was probably about 2 hours ago. An hour ago, 2 hours.
Yeah. And they require you to undergo a breath screening test without delay. Keep going, keep going. Stop. Bell General.
Hey.
Okay, what that means is you're blowing over 400 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath, and they require you to accompany me to Auckland Central Police Station or any other such place for the purpose of an evidential breath test, blood test or both. Have you done this before? No. Okay, what I need you to do is get a great big guts full of air, and you need to blow into the machine reasonably hard by sealing your lips around there, and keep the tone going for at least 10 seconds.
Oh, that's easy, 10 seconds.
Alright. Ready? Whenever you are. Keep it going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Keep it going, mate. Keep it going. Good work. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Keep going.
Sweet, that'll do. I don't want you to burst.
The limit for a drive at Dylan's age is 150.
Okay, giving us a positive result of 342 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath. Given the fact you are under the age of 20, the limit for you is 150, so you're over twice the limit.
In court, Dylan pleaded guilty to dangerous driving and driving with excess breath alcohol. He received a total of $350 in fines and was disqualified from driving for 9 months. Next week on Police 10-7, after beating their partners to a pulp...
She's shaking, she's got blood on her feet, her nose looks like it's broken, she's got lacerations around her face.
Neighbours in life become partners in crime.
What happened to her nose? My fist met it. That's what happened to her.
A high-speed pursuit reaches dangerous speeds.
Yeah, copy speed 110.
And a violent vigilante... Tonight on Police 10-7, after beating their partners to a pulp...
She's shaking, she's got blood on her feet, her nose looks like it's broken, she's got lacerations around her face.
Neighbours in life...
We're going to jail together, mate.
become partners in crime.
What happened to her nose? My fist met it. That's what happened to her.
Also tonight, a police pursuit reaches dangerously high speeds.
Yeah, copy speed 110.
And a violent vigilante takes protection to the extreme.
Okay. Because I'm protecting my house, you fellas want to make an arrest? Yep.
Why?
Because you've chased them up the road with an axe.
West Auckland Park, Constables Ian Taylor and Jeff Carter are investigating reports of suspicious behaviour. But when they arrive, they're greeted by an unusual scene.
It's not on no driveway.
What are the NLO ones?
Comms HSI 3, 10-7. They're not on anyone's driveway, they're on a field. Hey fellas, what are you guys up to?
Oh, just stuck.
You're stuck in the mud?
Yeah, stuck in the mud.
Oh, that's quite funny actually.
You can see it.
You can see it all over you, man.
Yeah, that's why it's quite funny to you.
What are you guys doing driving down there anyway?
We parked in there during the day and we went to sleep and we woke up and the gates were closed.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, where's the next way? So we seen this way and we just tried to boot it and we got stuck.
Tried to bots and you got stuck.
And we got stuck.
You guys aren't going to get out of this.
Yeah, we've been trying, man.
You're going to have to get a towie and you're probably going to have to wait till the morning when the gates open. You're well and truly stuck.
After 11 hours in the park, you'd think the boys' moods would reflect the state of the car. But remarkably, their spirits are high.
And we all stuck up in the mud, but it's so good. We can grow, we can fuck this all up. Up on free, we all G's here, B. Yeah.
What are you guys going to do tonight?
Oh, we're going to try and get our car on.
You're not going to have any luck with that. You're not going to get any further along there because it's wetter down there. You're probably going to have to walk home and make arrangements to get it towed by a tow truck in the morning or get some mates because you're not going to get it out tonight.
You reckon?
I reckon.
With new travel plans in place, Ian and Jeff head back out onto the road.
Good night, people.
And before long, they find themselves dealing with another car. But this time, the vehicle is far from being stranded.
Combs HSI in pursuit. Black vehicle, Swanson Road, heading towards Senate.
Immediately, do you understand?
As the pursuit progresses, the speeding motorist heads out of town, and when he hits the open road, police find themselves travelling at dangerously high speeds.
Immediately, do you understand?
Yeah, copy speed 110. Just going past Parklands Road, just heading along Swanson up towards Senate. He's turning right into Waitakere Road. He's again turning right up K Road. Speed slowed down as he's going around corners. He's continuing up K Road, speed about 80. He's keeping to his side of the road, continuing along K Road. Do we have Eagle?
Roger.
DCI3 on K Road.
He's still continuing up K Road, he's stopping. He's doing a runner. Down on the ground! Down on the ground! You're under arrest!
Can you help me up?
Stay down there. Why'd you run?
Because I'm an idiot.
Because you're an idiot. Yeah, I gathered that, but why did you run?
Because I'm a fuckwit.
Have you been drinking?
No, I'm on the wrong licence.
You're on the wrong licence. All right, well now you're under arrest. You got the right to refrain from making a statement, the right to consult and instruct the lawyer without delay and in private.
Sorry.
Up you hop, roll onto your butt.
Can you help me? Help. My phone's in my pocket. If you want to grab that, mate. Stand up. Sorry, guys. Yeah. What a wanker. That was pretty stupid, eh? Yeah, it's about it. Sorry, guys. Sorry to me.
After an impulsive run from the law just to avoid a ticket, Ben slowly realises the consequences of his actions.
So you know what happens now, eh?
Pardon?
You know what happens now? Now? Yeah. Get big fines, go to court, lost licence for another 6 months or so.
You're going to go back to the Henderson police station. You're going to be charged with dangerous driving and failing to stop.
Yep.
Okay, they're going to fingerprint you.
$1,000 or something.
They're going to fingerprint you, photograph you, and you're going to be bailed with a court date to go to the Waitakere District Court.
I know, is that the one down in Henderson there?
It is, and then you answer the charges. And as a result of that, you're going to lose your licence for a period determined by the court. Yep, normally around 6 months, and you'll probably pay a fine as well.
About $1,000.
Got a car that you like?
Depends on the judge on the day.
Fuck, my mate is going to kill me, man.
And as the seriousness of the situation sinks in, Ben becomes resigned to his fate.
You're just lucky you didn't kill anyone.
Yep.
I want to put my nose on that glass, mate.
Including
yourself. Not very clean.
I wouldn't touch that glass.
Oh, don't worry about myself. Fuck that. Who cares? Don't worry about everyone else.
He's just done something really stupid, eh?
Yep.
Alright, so I would recommend to you that you just get it dealt with straight away.
Yeah, I know. As you say? Yep. Very well,
Just because you've done something a bit silly doesn't make you a bad person, it just means that, you know, you made a bad choice, that's all. Alright?
When Ben appeared in court, he was disqualified from driving for 6 months, but was allowed to forego his monetary fines after completing a defensive driving course.
Got a priority one domestic, a male on the phone saying he's beaten shit out of his girlfriend. Apparently the male's still at main road, nice guy next door.
And he's called us.
He's called us.
Constables John Gilbert and Steve Shasky are patrolling central Dunedin when the call comes through about the domestic assault in Waikouaiti to the north. And as they head up the road, comms are still talking to the complainant, who's also the offender.
It's quite unusual, obviously, for us to get a call from the offender, basically, you know, admitting what he's done. It's in Waikouaiti, so it's a good, 40k away from us. They've dispatched the Waikouaiti patrol as well, so we'll just start heading out there and see what we can do.
Up ahead, Waikouaiti Constable Leslie Hagan has arrived at the scene, and the advice from comms is to stay away from the offender.
He's usually not too bad to deal with. Do you want me to check on her first? Yeah, if you could. She's still next door. Roger, I'll go there first. Yeah, it is on its way. Do you know too well for how far away are you?
We're just coming up the Dunedin side of the Kilmog, comms.
Okay.
A few minutes later, John and Steve pull up at the scene and find a very distressed Sylvia, who's been badly beaten.
You've been drinking as much night, eh?
A little bit. He's not
No, that's cool. Well, we need to get some attention to you first.
Some shoes.
Yeah, no, we'll get all that stuff for you, but we want the Ambo guys to have a look at you first. Okay? Do you want to go back and have a sit?
Go and take a seat inside, okay? When we arrived, the victim from the assault next door, the domestic, came out. She's shaking. She's got blood on her feet. Her nose looks like it's broken. She's got lacerations around her face, bruising on her forehead. Her head's just been battered by this guy's fists, obviously. While she's come to her neighbour's property, there's also been a domestic there involving a male and a female and perhaps a child as well.
Jack, the offender in the second domestic, has already given himself up, and with the initial offender Harry still on the phone to comms, police wait for the ambulance to arrive from Dunedin before they move in.
G'day, how are you? This girl's inside here, just in the kitchen. This is the neighbour's address. She's got really quite bad facial injuries. Yeah. Okay. Just lacerations and so on, and bruising. So she's intoxicated too. Just so you know. And I don't know how cooperative she's going to be.
Alright. So, who did it? Partner?
Yeah, we're going to go next door in a second and speak to him about it.
So quite happy for us just to take her picture?
Yeah, these people are quite happy for you to go in and see her. I'll just come in with you. And,
okay.
Inside, the second victim, Maria, is showing signs of concussion, although her partner, Jack, seems less than concerned.
Well, I don't know, because I was in bed asleep. I thought police had to sleep.
Yeah.
Do you know if she was knocked out? If she's been unconscious?
I don't think she has.
Yeah, she'll tell you bullshit.
No.
I just Ambo wanted to know, obviously.
Yeah, I'm an arsehole, but I'm pretty straight to the truth.
Okay.
You know what she's like, fucking hours fucking asked me.
While Leslie is taking down Jack's statement, Harry, the guy who reported himself to the police, has got off the phone and is striding down the road.
Is that the man?
Yep.
That's the man there. Okay. We're going to Dowell together, mate.
Yeah. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Yeah, good, Scott.
What's been happening tonight?
That stupid bitch there.
Yeah,
That's what's
happened?
been happening.
What happened?
Well, I was fast asleep and she came in and started abusing me.
So what happened to her nose?
What happened to her nose? My fist met it. Okay. That's what happened to it.
You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say maybe give them evidence.
As long as I'm back here for work in the morning, I don't give a fuck.
We'll have you back here in the morning. Just settle down, okay?
I can't be fucked with her shit anymore,
You're under arrest for assault.
Good.
Yep.
Can I go and lock the house up?
Yep, we'll sort that. No, wait.
No, I want to go and lock the house up now.
Just wait a second, mate.
Just calm down a wee bit. I know you're normally a calm person.
I am, but no, she fucking put me way over here.
Yeah, okay. I just got to give you your rights, okay? You have the right to refrain from making a statement. The right to assault.
With the police because they're here to do us a service.
We'll come do that. Come do it. Just
I just want to say that.
I'm alright, I won't go.
She's fucking lucky she's not fucking worse. But no, she had to come and fucking disturb me, the stupid bitch.
Back in Waikouaiti, Harry, the guy who's just beaten his wife to a pulp, is raging against the offence she caused when she woke him up.
Lucky I didn't knock her fucking out.
These boys are going to take you, and I'll take
Just come over here, over the road, and we'll just wait for the ammo, mate.
And as his wife Sylvia heads for Dunedin in the ambulance, Harry and his fellow abuser Jack are getting a ride to Dunedin Central to spend at least one night away from the family homes.
Okay, you're charged with male assault to female. We're going to give you a place to be for a little while, and then you'll get fingerprinted and photographed and give you a date to go to court.
Jack, the guy who beat up his partner Maria, is the first to be interviewed by Leslie Hagan.
When did you hit her?
When?
Yeah. Was it after?
When I woke up.
When you woke up?
Well, not straight away when I woke up, but
How many times?
four times to the top of the back of the head.
Back of the head?
Top and back.
Top and back.
I'm not an arsehole.
What happened after that?
Just screaming and yelling and told me that the cops were on the way and they're going to get arrested, and I said, well, fine, that's probably what needs to happen.
By the time it was Harry's turn, he'd stopped ranting and raving about the sins of Sylvia.
Were you punching her?
Yep.
Did you punch her in the face?
Yep.
How many times?
Twice.
Did her nose bleed?
Yep. It was the second time that I punched her.
Did you kick her?
Once.
Was she on the ground at that stage or?
Yep.
What did she do after you punched her?
She left.
She left. What did you do?
Went back to bed. Then I thought, nah, fuck you, you bitch. So I named the cops.
Okay.
Both guys got to spend the night in the cells, although as the alcohol wore off, Jack's affable approach to life seemed to go with it.
Well, you can get to sleep now. Bye. One of the friendly ones goes down.
A few days later, Maria and Sylvia were still nursing their wounds and beginning to blame themselves for being beaten up by their partners.
All I remember is coming to and I was on the ground, blood pissing out everywhere, and my partner smashed me over. And then I remember coming to and crawling along the floor and telling my son to ring his granddad.
He hit like once on my back by my shoulder, because I'd spun around and jumped on the bed and I covered my head and everything like that, and he was just punching me in the back and in the back of the head.
The injuries I got broken nose and bruises on my head, bumps and bruises over my head, and slight crack in my top of my spine. I'm not too sure how that happened. Grazes all over my legs. I know the nose was, he punched me in the nose because it's the last thing I remember.
It doesn't happen all the time, just it has happened twice, and it's been sort of probably a space of just about 8 months to a year apart from each other.
He hasn't really marked me like that, he's just sort of punched me or cracked my rib once.
Well, we've been together for a while, I'm not going to just, throw it away sort of thing. But it depends. I don't know if he's going to go to jail or what.
I sort of think that it was my fault because, from what I heard from him was he woke up and I was smashing him. I can't remember that, but I sort of think that I provoked him a bit. So, but I can't be too sure on that. Don't drink. I really not too clear about that, just because of my son and stuff.
Because I sort of class last night as not really being that serious because, you know, I don't have any black eyes or anything like that. I've got a sore hand and a sore back in my head, but, you know, there's other women out there that get just about beaten to death. Now, that I wouldn't hang around for.
Not too sure. We sat down and had a real good talk when he got home. And he knows that he's not to lay a hand on me again because that will be it. I will leave. Especially in front of my son. But yeah, not too sure where we're going to go from here.
In court, Harry pleaded guilty to the charge of assault with intent to injure and was sentenced to 6 months in prison. Jack was fined $350 for assault. His partner Maria was also convicted of assaulting him with a weapon. She was sentenced to 9 months supervision and ordered to undergo alcohol and drug assessment.
Right, we're just on our way to a disorder in Elizabeth Street. Details are pretty sketchy at the moment. Just
9 Northcom.
there's a commotion going on outside an address, so we'll see what's going on once we get there.
Taupo police had been called after a woman was chased by a man with an axe, and as constables Ross Humphrey and Grant Russell arrive, the man John is already talking to other officers.
Yeah, it's basically someone's come knocking on someone's door here looking for drugs. I'm speaking to a guy at the moment.
According to John, Brittany arrived at his house looking for drugs, and he felt it was up to him to protect his property. But when Ross talks to Brittany, she begins telling a different story.
It's all right, don't worry. Don't worry about it. He can't touch you. He can't touch you. There's about 5 cops here at the moment. You all right? He won't get anywhere near you.
I just went there to see my niece and he just abused me. The door was open and I knocked on the door and he was just like, what the fucking time? What's this fucking time?
Don't worry about it.
I'm only a little girl.
Okay.
Yeah, he's saying that we went down there for drugs.
So who was with you?
Just me and my partner.
So do your mates live at his address, do they?
Pardon?
Your mates that you went to see
My niece does.
lives with him?
Yes, it does.
Oh, so you went down to see her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was he running after you or just walked up the street abusing you?
Just walking.
Okay. Where's your partner now?
He's gone.
Gone where? Okay.
Between Brittany's tearful recollections and John's drunken ramblings, Ross and Grant gather enough information to figure out what happened. And even if John's claims of defending his home are true, by chasing Brittany with an axe, he's gone one step too far.
What's your name? Well, mister. You're under arrest for possession of an offensive weapon.
Oh, so what for them to come around from my house and ask for drugs? How come you're not arresting them?
Because we're still going to make inquiries about that.
Oh, you making just because I'm protecting my house? You fellas want to make an arrest?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you've chased him up the road with an axe.
Chased them up the road while their man is still down in my house.
He's not still down in your house.
Hey,
you don't know where he is.
You were still down in my.
It's not open for discussion.
To go away.
Turn around and put your hands. Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What for?
Because you're under arrest.
What for?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Just ask me what for.
You just tell it.
I just told you.
For chasing her up the road. What? Oh, mister. Like I said.
Put your hands behind your back.
Like I said, mister.
Put your hands behind your back.
Fucking down there a couple of weeks there, fucking smashing some young fellow over.
We've got an offender in the car which we're taking back to the Taupo police station now. What's transpired is basically 2 people have gone round to his address. Her account is that she's gone round to see her niece that lives there. He says that they've gone round to try and buy drugs. Then he's chased him off the property with an axe. So he's been arrested for possession of an offensive weapon. And hopefully we'll locate the other male that was at the address and get to the bottom of the story. If that's not an offensive weapon, I don't know what is.
Despite his protests, John's taken back to the station, and even after Brittany's story is verified, he continues to claim he's done no wrong.
I didn't give a fuck, mister. These cars coming around, red, got drugs in here.
So you're racing out on the road with a bloody tomahawk to scare them off. You think that's okay?
Oh, so Kevin smashed my fucking house up, mister, so you're trying to be peace.
No. People ring us if they need something removed from their property.
Once John settled down, he was released. He later appeared in court charged with possession of an offensive weapon. He was convicted and ordered to complete 40 hours of community work. Tonight on Police 10-7, Sleeping Beauty struggles to wake up.
Whoa-wee. You right there, fella?
September.
And Taupo police lay a trap for a joyriding car thief.
Yeah, we got him boxed in at the moment. He's got nowhere to go.
Get him out of the vehicle.
Also tonight, the hunter becomes the hunted in a deadly game of cat and mouse.
Comms Dowder, he's rammed us.
Taupo constables Scott McLeod and Casey Wellwood are trying to intercept a stolen car that sped out of Wellington 3 hours earlier.
Yeah, we're just heading towards Turangi. We've got a car that was driving radically and failed to stop for a couple of highway units down that way. They were in a pursuit for a little while, but they've abandoned that, and now there's a couple of units just following it at some distance, just keeping an eye on it. So we'll keep heading south, hoping to meet it or intercept it some way through there.
As Scott and Casey race to the scene, police lose contact with the vehicle further down State Highway 1.
Still haven't got the vehicle in view, and we've overtaken a couple of other vehicles. Given the car's possibly almost a Turangi, can I suggest we sit at the Tauranga ET bridge? That way there's only one lane to bike.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, Sue, do you want us on the south side of that when we get there? If we get there before he does?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Give it a bit of a flooring, mate.
But before police can set their spikes, the fleeing car races through Turangi and it's now heading straight for Scott and Casey.
Stop here.
And so he's now north of Tauranga Taupo Bridge, over.
2 minutes.
Turn around, mate.
It's quite a late model white Toyota Corolla.
Pick up the pursuit if it comes this way, if we're allowed.
As Casey turns the patrol car around, a truck comes past and Scott sees an opportunity to bring the offender's wild ride to a halt.
If we can just stand by with traffic, and I'll try to keep updates as to where we are.
Yep, stopping here. Yep. Pull over.
Cops TP down to 2.
G'day, mate. Hey, we've got a car coming this way that we want to stop.
Oh.
Okay, are you, there's some roadworks up here. Can you just stop like in the middle of that? And we'll, just trying to think whether we get in front of you or behind you. I think we're just ducking behind you. So if you
Stop in the middle of those roadworks.
yeah, if you can, and we'll just duck in behind you. Cool, mate. Thanks.
Go ahead towards Waitanui.
Let him go first, mate.
With a plane car.
Cool. Yeah, Taupo unit's just spoken to the truck driver. He's going to stop in that that southbound lane, block that lane off, and we're going to tuck him behind him.
With the truck on its way to block the road, the car coming up the highway is getting closer all the time.
I've lost sight of him. We're just going around 25k bend. He's in behind the van at the moment. There's a van with a trailer, and he's tucked in behind that.
Yeah, copy. Truck's about to get set up. We're going to stop up by the 25k sign. That's what we want.
Tom's TPS2 about to go 10
Park over here.
16 in Magere. Copy. Last update we got is lots of screaming and yelling.
Scott's idea is to leave enough room between the truck and the patrol car so that the offender takes the gap on the inside, and that's a dead end.
He's past the TPI.
It's all happened just in time, and moments later the offender drives straight into the trap.
Yeah, we've got him boxed in at the moment. He's got nowhere to go. Right over.
Get him out of the vehicle.
Yeah, calm vehicle stopped, and we're with that vehicle at the moment. Turn that car off, mate. Turn that car off now. Get out of the car now.
No, just put that down. You'll get to see that later. Down, mate. Hands on here. You're under arrest for failing to stop, understand? Yep, yeah, no.
After hours of fleeing across the country, the offender, Graham, is finally in police custody. But it's surprising he's even made it this far in one piece, as a search of the car reveals some mind-blowing contents.
Glue. Some sort of solvent. Oh, pretty pungent. It's, car just reeks of it. And using this stuff, you're just not going to have a great mind, eh?
As a result of the stop, he's been charged with unlawful taking, driving while disqualified, driving under the influence of a drug, reckless driving, and he had a couple of warrants for his arrest, so we've managed to clear those as well. So he's going to go to court tomorrow, and we'll see what happens there. Hopefully get remanded in custody. I will be trying to get that anyway.
After being processed at the Taupo station, Graham appeared in court and pleaded guilty to all 5 of his charges. He was imprisoned for 9 months and disqualified from driving for a year.
WX5 on Wordsworth Road, failing to stop, speed 80, 9500 k's over.
In South Auckland, dog handler Bill Burrell and his partner Judge are in pursuit of a vehicle that has failed to stop on request.
Yeah, Roger, he's just gone straight ahead over Rondale Road, no registration at the moment. Excessive speed, turning left onto Russell Road, still no reg, over.
Without a registration, police can't identify the vehicle's owner, but Bill's initial suspicion is that the car's been stolen.
It looks to be silver or tan. It's BMW X5 or X3, over. Speed 110. Approaching Browns Road. Looks like he's turning left onto Browns Road. Sorry, road is dry, no traffic. Speed 110k, staying within his lane.
As the pursuit intensifies, units including Eagle are dispatched to help, but the helicopter is still several minutes away and it's imperative Bill keeps the offender in sight.
We're now going through some traffic. Traffic's pulling over for him. He's approaching Weymouth Road. Speed 120 k's. There are now no vehicles in front of him.
Unable to get away from police, the fleeing driver suddenly goes on the attack.
Charlie Alpha Whiskey 8. He just tried to ram me, comms. We got out of the way. Vehicle is 1 up.
Although he's only narrowly escaped, the attack has given Bill the chance to confirm registration details.
Confirmed Charlie Alpha Whiskey 8. He's now going onto the wrong side of the road, however there are no vehicles on the road, over.
And when comms return with the vehicle check, Bill's suspicions are confirmed.
Roger, did you get hold of Eagle?
Yeah, Constantino, Ware, Kennerly, Ellerslie, southbound.
Oh, there you go.
Where on Ross, come on, where would you like us?
Comms data, he's just tried to rear end me again.
Go to location.
Stand by, we're now the ones being pursued. He's just tried to ram me again. He's gone on to Finlayson Ave. Over.
As the game of cat and mouse continues, other units surround the area and Eagle helicopter fixes a sighting on the stolen vehicle.
Past Mapleston Drive. He's just gone through the roundabout at Burundi, still on Finlayson Ave, heading towards Roscommon.
And with police closing in, the driver makes a desperate and potentially deadly decision.
Comms data, he's turned his lights out, gone down a dead-end street in Artera Place. Over. Where is he?
We're getting it down Long Creek.
Okay, we're going to take some evasive action here, mate. Comms data, he's rammed us. He has rammed us. Over.
Copy.
Where are you, Bill? Stand by, he's rammed us. Comms data, we're still drivable. He's going out of Artera Place. He's turned left onto Finlayson. I won't be able to continue with the pursuit. Over.
Command 5B heading towards you.
His lights are out, comms, we can still see him. We're now out, our bonnet's lifted. Comms data 2-2, we're out.
With his vehicle out of commission, Bill's got no choice but to wait on the sidelines while other units take over the hunt for the fleeing vehicle.
He's tried to ram me 4 times. At one stage he was chasing me after I got out of the way of a ram. He went down a dead-end street. Seen him down the dead-end street. I've tried to stop. By the time I've been able to select reverse and try and get out of it, he's just rammed me. So that's it, we're out of the pursuit.
You want to throw your dog in here or?
Yep. Yep. Go, jump in, mate. Come, up. Come, Judge, come. Does he want me? Has he lost him or what? Cordon this place down.
As Bill and Judge rejoin the chase, other units have found the stolen vehicle abandoned down a driveway.
He's got out there, gone this way, around that side, because that's where the wet footprints go.
And it's not long before Judge picks up a scent.
Yeah, that's a shirt there. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, where is he? Good boy, sick.
Check these two vehicles. He's coming here. Definitely coming here, I think. Here we go, up here. Judge, come. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy, come. Come. He's in there. There you go, Della. Keep an eye on this house. That track goes nowhere but up to this house. Yeah, where is he? I just want to speak to the fellow that just came home and
Nah, the guy just fucking, all we heard was the gate smashing up here. He drove here and he jumped over the...
No, he didn't. He's coming out. There is only one track and you can see the wet footprints up to the door there. The dog track through here, nothing around here, and then the wet footprints up to the door. Then the dog's up the door. And a boy. Why you drive like that, man? Why did you drive like that?
Drive like what?
Oh, hello?
Fucking hello yourself, mate. Fucking hell, what are you
Well,
up
then,
to,
if it
mate?
wasn't you, then it was someone else that's coming to this house.
Oh, it ain't fucking me, mate. I ain't coming here and fucking to see I drive like that. Man, this is our house, man.
Get your dog out.
You fucking bring your fucking dog in here. Do your shit, you fucking wanker.
As Jack continues charming his way out of trouble, his problems are getting bigger. His property appears to be full of stolen cars.
We're eyeballing what, there's probably another stolen car, the address. Can you run a rego through, please?
The legacy through?
No. Got another one here too for you, Cons. Yep.
Which is it?
Papa Delta 60. Ignition barrel's ripped out of this.
Yeah. Who's around here?
Down! No, I'd say these two cars probably stolen too. Down. I'll put money on it, it's him. Yeah. I can't identify him, but I'll put money on it. Same build, same hair. I didn't get a race.
In spite of Bill's certainty, the fact that he couldn't positively identify an offender meant that no charges were laid in connection with the BMW. However, a stolen car was recovered from the property, and as Bill's own vehicle is now a mangled wreck, his evening has reached an early end. It's Saturday night on Auckland's North Shore, and Senior Sergeant Matt Broderick is trying to stop a car that's being driven slowly and erratically along a main highway.
It comes from NFN. It looks like there might be a domestic going on in the car. I'm just trying to go 3T with it opposite the Green Hythe intersection.
It's hard to make out what's going on, but it looks as though arms are waving wildly inside the vehicle.
Come on, stop.
There is a 1B. Time delay is
But when the vehicle finally stutters to a halt and Matt gets to the door, he doesn't find a drunken fight. He finds a confused elderly man who can barely see out of his fogged up windows.
Hello, sir.
All fogged up, so we're struggling.
Can't get it clear. Well, it would have been better for you to stop, wouldn't it, seeing as you were causing such a...
We couldn't stop anywhere. Trying to stop where I could, where it was safe.
Right, I see. Have you been drinking at all tonight, sir? No? No? You've been to a concert, what, not in the park?
No, with the grandchildren.
Oh, I see.
In Corelli School.
Yeah.
But we switched it on hot.
Yeah.
And then it fogged up.
Fogged up, yeah, because of the moisture. We'll put it on cold.
Yeah.
Put your heater on cold.
Yeah,
Have you got air conditioning?
Yes.
You've got it on air conditioning. And put it on full fan. Have you put it on full? There you go, put it on full.
So sorry, but we got so terribly nervous and couldn't stop anywhere.
That's right.
Because this is a terrible road to stop.
Yeah, but it's actually an offence for you to drive at all when it's steamed up, okay? If your windows aren't all clear, you must stop.
It went all suddenly like that.
Okay. Have you got your driving licence on you, sir?
Yeah.
I take it the car's registered to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the concert? That's the main
Oh,
thing.
yes, it was a bit loud and... Our granddaughter got 3 cups.
3 cups?
3 cups.
Very good.
One for science, one for ballet,
Yeah.
for art.
With the windows clearing on the proud grandparents' car, Matt runs a check through comms and everything's much as expected.
Okay, sir, that's looking a lot better now, isn't it?
Okay, yeah,
Cleared up.
it's clear
Yeah,
now.
I've checked all your details and
Am I clear?
Yes, you're absolutely clear to go. But please, in future,
No,
you know.
this is first time that the windows fits it on hot.
Yeah, to demist, certainly in this climate, cold is usually better. You know, and put the heater on cold. But always wait until it clears before you set off. Okay, but you're looking good now. Most of your windscreens are clear. Only the back one's a little bit...
Thanks for your patience.
Not at all. You drive safely home, okay?
Yes.
As the couple continue on their way, across town, Constables Mark Wakefield and Steve Chadd have encountered another man whose vision has also been impaired, but this time for a very different reason.
Hey, wake up. Whoa-wee. You right there, fella? Hey, sit up. Garrett's arm, stick that on the Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go. Hey, police. Hello. Where's home? Hello. What's your name, man? Anything in there? No. Far too much to drink tonight, eh? Where's home? Where's home? Come on, don't do that, man. Come on.
Where's
What's your name?
home?
Where do you live? What's your name?
It's obvious Abel has enjoyed a very big night out, but even through the alcoholic haze, he manages a strong defence.
What did you say?
You don't have any illegal substances on you. No, we don't care about that. We just want to know where home is, so we'll take you home. So, where's home though? We'll give you 2 options. Tell us where your home is, we'll take you home. Don't tell us where home is, you come back to the station for detox. I know which option I'll take, so where's home?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
You have to come back to cells then. You want to spend the night in the police cells?
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Wow.
So you're going to tell us what your name is then?
Yeah.
As the message gets through the fog, Abel manages to give police his name, but he's still having trouble remembering where he lives.
Where's home, man?
It's just down by...
Beachhaven Road?
Yes.
Beachhaven Road? What number on Beachhaven Road?
Just the same as she usually does.
Which is what?
Do you know it by sight?
Yeah.
Come jump in the car, we'll take you home, okay? You're too pissed to stay here. Come this way.
You gonna spew or anything? No.
Finally making progress, Mark and Steve prepare to head out, but there's still another hurdle to overcome.
And what number on Beachhaven Road?
September. And,
September.
But when a background check on Abel returns, his place of residence becomes irrelevant.
Job of 18 years, is he to a address?
Do you have bail conditions?
Yes.
We were just trying to ascertain that. He's extremely 1K, found him on Rangatira Road.
On actors, including bail conditions. He's not allowed to consume alcohol or drugs as part of his bail conditions, over?
Do you know what your bail conditions are?
Yes.
Alright, well you're under arrest then for breach of bail, okay?
I'll speak R2, RTV will refine.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're under arrest, you've got the right to refrain from making a statement. You've also got the right to consult and instruct a lawyer in private without delay.
Having breached his bail, Abel had no choice but to return to the police station, where he spent the evening detoxing in the cells. After sobering up, he appeared in court, where he was released without further charge on his existing bail conditions. Next week on Police 10-7, a simple breath test gets lost in translation.
Blow, one continuous blow. Blow, blow, blow. Blow. Don't say it, I want you to blow. Blow.
And a South Auckland brawl leaves a man without his memory.
Oh, a bit better than you at the moment, eh? Really?
And a teen remains tight-lipped in an effort to protect her friends.
Either you blocked your ears and you closed your eyes when all these things were going on, which means that, well, you didn't see it, and so, then you have a believable story. Yes, I don't believe you closed your eyes and blocked your ears. I think you do know what's been happening.
And a drunken denial lands himself in dire straits.
You been drinking tonight?
Yes.
Yes, how much have you had to drink?
I've had 8 beers.
8 beers. Do you think you should have been driving?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Tonight on Police 10-7, a destructive night out ends in shame for an Auckland rugby team.
Don't get drunk if you can't handle your alcohol.
Listen, I'm not that drunk at the moment, but I know what's happening.
You've just disgraced yourselves by lying.
And police presence fails to diffuse a father's fury.
No, kick me in the head.
Picture.
Smash me against the fucking door.
Yep.
Booted me against the... Excuse me? Yeah, I had to be fucked up in the head to take you back, dickhead.
Also tonight, police track a wanted man to his hideout.
We come flying down the back of these properties. And we've got into this one, we've gone into the corner, but then he's come back and he's actually gone right up to the back door.
Yeah, I don't particularly
if he's in there, we want him out, okay?
And a dangerous driver suffers severe memory loss.
She nearly took out 5 cars, sideswiped the curb, and then nearly rear-ended the taxi.
Do you recall doing that?
No.
You sure you haven't been drinking?
I might be able to. Can you hop in for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
It's Saturday night, and Constable Richard Fegan has just picked up Liam, who called police after he'd seen kids smashing up cars in a quiet Devonport street. A group of suspects have been stopped by police, and Richard hopes Liam can identify the culprits.
What did you see there, mate? Just some kids walking down the road and they were just smacking wing mirrors off cars. They threw a vacuum cleaner out in the middle of the road where some cars ran over it, so I removed that vacuum cleaner.
We're just going to go past them now, just see if you can ID. These guys are on the left. We're just going to have a look here. I'll put a light on them. It's probably a good thing. These guys look like...
Yes, that's them.
Which ones, mate?
Just the guy with the dark
hair?
shaggy hair, yep.
What about the other one with the blue?
I'm not sure, it could be. Yep.
Just think about it while you're in the car.
It's quite important.
So definitely that guy. You saw him smashing them?
That one guy, yeah.
With a positive ID, there's no doubt police have the right group, who have so far denied any involvement.
There's a saying to this, gentlemen, that we can be really reasonable people when people tell us the truth, okay? We're not interested in lies.
As I could just say, if one of us have...
At the moment, I'm quite tempted to take you all back and lock you all up.
I'm just...
Okay?
Can I please say something?
Hey, because you can all be accessories to this, all right?
And as the denials continue, police separate the guys to see if their stories match up.
What I need to know from you, and I'm asking you personally, is just to tell me who you were with.
Well, we're with pretty much, we're in a group, eh? We were in like a big group sort of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you break away from the group at any time?
No, sir.
What was the group doing at the time when you went past the Masonic?
We were walking and drinking beer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What else? What else did you see?
Nothing really.
So if I said that someone saw you smash a mirror on a car, you'd agree with that, eh?
No, I would not.
Did you see it happen?
No, sir.
Did you hear it happen?
No, sir.
Well, you should have, because you're with the group.
Well, ask any of the other group.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just stay there and think about what I've asked you, okay? Think really clearly on what you remember seeing when you were walking along there, okay?
These guys, they're drunk, they're going to keep lying. I'll just put them in my car for a minute and have a quick word with them.
Okay.
All right, can you just hang around for a minute?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
And as police continue to question Matthew, his teammates come up with a new angle on the events.
We were just down at the rugby club and where we were, and we were just walking here, having some beers. We stopped off because they're the sponsors of our team and said, yeah, what's happening and stuff. And then they And then we were walking down here,
and then we
got pulled up, and we were like, we haven't done anything wrong, it's all good. And now they're taking our names, because apparently we smashed windows, but that didn't happen.
What about the Devo hood rats that are in the bus stop?
Yeah, there's some guys up in a bus stop just up there, and they were like,
they look trouble,
and they were all they were like to us. We were just like,
But trying to blame innocent locals serves only to test the patience of police, especially as Matthew has just made a full confession.
What did I tell you about lying to the police? You have so. I now know who broke the mirror. I didn't say you had broken it, but you lied to me, saying that you didn't know who'd done it. And you did. Don't get drunk if you can't handle your alcohol.
Listen, I'm not that drunk at the moment, but I know what's happening.
You've just disgraced yourselves by lying. You've disgraced your rugby team. You've disgraced yourselves by damaging somebody else's property. And I'm not happy about it. All right? Yep. A, I'm not happy because you lied to me. We could have sorted this out 10 minutes ago.
That's right.
It was dumb, wasn't it?
It was stupid, mate.
It was stupid.
I'll pay for it. I've got $30, but I can go probably get like 80 up.
But I doubt whether that's going to cover the damage.
If we got onto the 80.
In fact, it will take considerably more to cover the damage, as a quick sweep of the nearby vehicles reveals several cars have been the victim of Matthew's attacks.
That's number 2, plus we've got the vacuum cleaner. It's been run over a few times. Too much booze, out for a big night, and thought they'd do a bit of damage on the way, probably showing off to their mates. The good thing is we've got one arrest out of it, and the boy confessed, basically, one of the lads I was talking to. And I haven't heard the detail on it, but he's definitely, he's one of the main offenders. The others are not owning up. So he's been taken back and he'll be processed and charged at the moment.
In court, Matthew pleaded guilty and as a first offender was granted diversion. He was also ordered to apologise to the victims and pay $200 in reparation for the damage he caused.
My BBI. Fight between the father and son. Lots of screaming and yelling. Phones cut out. No previous at the hairdresser.
Go Eva 10-2 from Milford. Any mention of weapons?
No, negative.
Go
As North Shore Constables Steve Chadd and Mark Wakefield arrive at the domestic, they find Chris, who's been holding his family under siege. And as police separate Chris from his father, the insults continue to fly.
Trying to intimidate me.
Who first?
Yes.
Talk to me, please. Don't talk to him, okay?
Shut your fucking...
What's happened? Just give it, I mean, you've said, I'm going to drive off.
Take his car.
Yep.
And I said no.
Yep.
And he started to get shitty about it.
Yep.
And I said, well, you've been drinking.
Yep.
You're not driving.
Yep. So you've run in and grabbed the keys. Yep.
And he managed to wangle out it. Got some more beers. Came back. And look, I've got a fucking headache.
No, I'm surprised you got a bit of a cut to the top of your head.
He's attacked.
Yep.
He's attacked you.
Yep.
He's attacked my daughter.
Who is he?
You see that? My oldest.
The oldest son.
Because I didn't want him to go out and drive.
Right. So you're trying to look after him and he doesn't respect it, eh?
He fucking doesn't give a shit about anyone except your fucking self.
Just talk to me, man.
John Masters, Seg Semi-Finals.
How did he hit you? Did he whack you in the head? Punch you? Or?
No, kicked me in the head.
Kicked you?
Smashed me against the fucking door.
Yep.
Booted me against Excuse me? Yeah, I had to be fucked up in there to take you back.
Are you going to come to court?
Yep. You're on assault charges.
Well, what about your assault?
I assaulted you. You're joking, dickhead. Live with your mother.
His temper is high, but given his injuries, Paul seems a likely story. However, out on the street, his son Chris is telling police a very different version of events.
He threw the first punch at me.
He's trying to stop you driving off in your piss, though.
Fuck off. I wasn't driving anyways. He just started dictating to me and I just said, nah.
Yeah. So he's not allowed to dictate to you. Do you live here?
Yep.
So you live under his...
No, because he doesn't do it to my brother or my sister. He does it to me because I actually listen. I didn't want to listen to him.
Why did you whack your brother?
Because he tried to come over here first.
So he tried to come at you as well?
My dad attacked me, I pushed him down to the ground.
And then what?
Just became me swinging the crutch. So I blocked that and I just kicked him down to the ground. And then he came up and then my sister like jumped over and tried to grab me and I just pushed her away and then I lost it.
So pretty much you beat your entire family?
No.
Oh, who'd you miss it?
Take me away if you want to take me away. But at court, you know, it just looked like a big hula.
Unfortunately for Chris, how it looks in court isn't decided by him, and with the rest of the family now backing Paul's story, it won't be long before he finds out, because police have decided to make an arrest.
Can you just grab some clothes?
I'm not under arrest, eh?
You are under arrest.
Yeah. Under arrest for assault. Check that on.
You got the right to refrain from making a statement, and you got the right to consult and instruct a lawyer in private without delay.
Boy here's started laying into his dad. His brother's come out to help dad. He's also got a bit of a whack. Then the daughter's jumped in and tried to help, and I think she's got a bit of a whack as well. So at the moment he's under arrest for assault. They're going back to the station.
Well, you've unlawfully done me for something.
No,
and these fucking jerks off.
You're under arrest for assault because you gave your dad.
No, because he fell over when he's too drunk and he bumped his fucking head.
Sit down. Sit down.
Why?
I asked you to sit down.
Eventually Chris sat down and he was taken back to the station, but he never made it to court as the family refused to give evidence and the case was withdrawn.
Got to have a couple of hours. Yeah? You're pretty fired up with all the booze in you.
Dog handler Gareth Collar has just arrived at a West Auckland address where a guy wanted on several warrants has run away from police.
You can park up this driveway.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And he's got warrants to arrest, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Is he known mainly for burgs and stuff? Oh, okay, cool.
With his partner Nico saddled up, it doesn't take long to pick up the scent. And as car alarms are triggered in the direction they're heading, Gareth knows Nico's on the right track. With the trail leading to an opened back door, it's likely the offender, Francis, is hiding inside. But to be certain, Gareth checks the surrounding properties. And as Nico brings him straight back to the open door, there's little doubt Francis is in the house.
Comms data. Tracked into the property number. We can't get away from this property. The dog has gone up to the back door a couple of times. Get a unit, come down here and we'll have to do some door knocks, Cobby. We can't get out of the property on any sides, so best bet is to try here.
And when backup arrives with the home's occupier, who's also Francis's girlfriend, Gareth's suspicions are confirmed.
We come flying down the back of these properties. We've got into this one, we've gone into the corner, but then he's come back and he's actually gone right up to the back door. We can't get any tracks through that property or through the back property.
I think you're on a winner, mate. This is this young lady's house anyway as partners.
Yeah.
We're going to bowl through the house.
So he's in here. He's yeah. If that's the case, he's in there.
For a starter, the dog's doing its job.
He's gone straight through the back door, to the back door.
It's just, you know.
Yeah, I don't particularly
if he's in there, we want him out, okay?
The dog's going to come through the house with me. All right. You can go in the house now. Listen to me.
You got the choice, eh?
He's got warrants out. That's why he ran. Get in the house.
That makes things a little bit more obvious. It's now a lot more likely that he's gone into this address. Down. Got him. Good boy. He's a good little fella, eh? A good little boy. He has no idea that he's probably just located this guy, obviously because he can't see him, but I mean, he does now because he just heard the handcuffs go on. But he's basically trekked straight through the backs of the properties and up to the back door. As you saw, we couldn't get anywhere from the address, so good result all round.
With a successful track under the belt, Gareth and Nico head back on patrol. Francis was taken back to Henderson Station, where he was held until his court appearance to resolve his outstanding charges.
They've just passed the intersection. They're still on Ash Street, just past the Shell service station on Ash, travelling at about 80 to 90k. She's tailgating other traffic, apparently where she tries to overtake into oncoming traffic.
Comms AVI going 10-7 with him.
In West Auckland, Constable Scott Leonard has just caught up with a swerving vehicle, and as he approaches the driver's door, he receives an overwhelming waft of alcohol.
Hello, do you know why we've stopped you? There's been some reports that you should have had a couple of curbs coming up the road there. Do you recall doing that?
And unfortunately for Anna, eyewitnesses are having no problem recalling what happened.
She was swerving in and out of the bus lane, and then she nearly took out another car. There was a car in front of her, but they pulled over so that then she could get past. Then she really sped off and got up the arse of this 4x4, and we got in the lane next to her, sort of beeped at her and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she was just like, looked like dazed, confused.
You've been drinking?
No.
You haven't?
No.
You sure? You certainly look like you've been drinking, and it certainly smells of alcohol.
She nearly took out 5 cars and then sideswiped the curb, went up it, and then nearly rear-ended the taxi.
You say you can't recall hitting the curb or swerving all over the road?
No.
Okay. You sure you haven't been drinking? You have been drinking or you haven't?
No.
You had nothing at all? No. Is there any other reason why you'd appear to be intoxicated?
Not falling for Anna's bluff, Scott pulls out the roadside breath test kit.
Because I believe you've been drinking, what I require you to undergo is a roadside breath screening test, okay, without delay. Big breath. Keep going, hard breath.
As she blows, the tears begin to fall.
Okay, it's a failed general, right, which indicates to me that the alcohol in your breath exceeds 400 micrograms of alcohol per litre of breath. So what I'm going to require you to do is accompany me to the Avondale Police Station or other such place to undergo an evidential breath test, blood test or both.
And with a result she was hoping she wouldn't have to hear, Anna's alcohol-induced emotions begin to get the better of her.
I'm a bad person, you know. People take me.
We're not saying you're a bad person, but drink driving's an offence.
And by the time they're back at the station, the tears have turned into a full-blown meltdown.
These rights will continue throughout the breath, blood, alcohol procedures. A telephone will be made available for that purpose.
Okay, well I acknowledge that. No, so
Okay.
play that into rights. No, I'm not finding out.
Would you like to consult with the lawyers? Okay,
yes.
Circle yes then. Circle yes, and I'll get you the lawyers list. Okay? Okay? Here we are.
Swinging between despair and defiance, Anna's adamant she's going to make this all very difficult.
Do you want to circle your request and acknowledge that you've received that or not?
I'm not refusing anything.
Okay, well then read that, and if you want to acknowledge it and circle yes you wish to speak to a lawyer, then make your choice with the lawyers you wish to speak to, please. Here's the list.
I don't know any.
There's a list
Can I
here.
talk to them before I choose one?
No, you can make a choice and I'll phone them.
How can I make a choice without knowing who they are? That's not fair.
Here's the names.
I don't know names. I don't know people.
Well, I don't either. You make a choice out of it. If you don't want to do it, then we'll go on with the test. Okay?
No,
Good
that's
chance.
not fair.
Okay, you're refusing to
No, I'm
sign
not
that.
refusing
You are.
anything. No,
So
I'm not.
make your choice and I'll just put refused here.
You can't just do that. You can't just make a decision for me.
Well, you're not signing it and you're not making your choice. I now require you to undergo an evidential breath test without delay. Blow into the machine. A firm breath, you'll hear a tone. Okay? Please blow into the machine. You're not going to get too many options to blow into the machine.
What options have I had so far?
I've given you a number of options.
Her alcoholic argument is starting to wear thin, and after 40 minutes, so is Scott's patience.
Here we are.
Do you realise if it goes through as a failed test, then you'll be required to supply a blood sample. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
Okay. Then do you want to provide a sample of your breath?
Take all my blood. Okay.
So, do you consent to a specimen of blood? Pardon? Pardon? Do you consent to a specimen of blood being taken?
And as the drama continues, Scott decides enough is enough.
I want to choose one of them.
Then choose it and stop going on. You're delaying the fact and I'm not going to put up with it anymore. Okay? Make your choice and let's go. Choose one of the names.
Fine, there.
Karen.
Yeah.
Good. Some people are just difficult through the procedures and will sometimes just want to delay or cause problems. We'll see how she goes once she speaks to one of the duty lawyers, and hopefully they'll be able to talk some sense into her to complete the test. As I've explained to her, she's two options now, and that's to either have a specimen of blood taken from her or she'll be processed for refusing officers' request for blood. So we'll see how it goes from there.
Getting some much needed advice from a sober lawyer, Anna returns in a more amicable state.
Do you consent to the taking of a specimen of blood? Pardon?
And finally the test is completed. When the results came back, they showed conclusively that Anna was over the legal limit. She received a $300 fine and was disqualified from driving for 6 months.
At least you're not crying like the boy was a minute ago.
Next week on Police 10-7, excuses evade a thoughtless thief.
All the cards are mine.
All the cards in the wallet are yours, so why don't they have your name on it?
Mine.
Pardon me?
And an unfaithful girlfriend gets a taste of her own medicine.
No, you cheating on me? I fucking got with your mum and your sister. Take that. Eh? Take that.
A train spotter dances with death.
Oh, train. Off the track, man, off the track! Off the track!
And a driver under threat flees from the scene of an accident.
Okay, so what are you running away for?
I'm not. These guys keep bloody hassling me.
You're on your bike, mate.